I seek refuge of God from Satan. The name of Allah, the merciful, the compassionate. Praise be to Allah, Lord of the world. Hello everyone, welcome to English Lessons. Traveler 2, Module 4, page number 15. Our lesson today under title Cultural Differences. What does cultural differences mean? Cultural differences mean various beliefs, behaviors, language, and expressions for specific communities all over the world. Number one, reading. Discuss. Think of gestures or customs that exist in your country. The student will answer about this question, saying there are many gestures and customs exist in every country, and these customs and the gestures differ from country to country. Maybe some gestures or customs good in some country, not good in another country, such as shaking hands, hugging and kissing cheeks. B. Guess the answers to questions below, then read and check your answers. Number one. How do Saudis perfume their houses and clothes? How do Saudis perfume their houses and clothes? A. They burn something. B. They light candles. Okay, we will know the answers after reading. These questions called pre-reading question. Now, two. Question number two. What's a common way for people in Belgium to greet? What is the common way for Belgium to greet each other? What does the word Belgium mean? Yes. A. They kiss three times. They kiss three times on the cheek. B. They shake hands. Also, we will know the answers after reading. Number three. What does pulling the skin down under your eye mean in Japan? A. Something is boring. B. Something is interesting. Now, they do it differently. Listen and check your answers.
4B. Cultural differences. 1. Reading.
They do it differently. We know what feels normal and right to do in our culture, but other cultures have customs and gestures that are different, and they may seem strange to us. So, it's easy to misunderstand someone from a culture that is different from our own. Here are a few examples.
While I was in Saudi Arabia on a business trip, I was invited to a Saudi friend's house for lunch. It was the first time I had been to a Saudi house, and I was impressed by the spectacular decoration. At lunchtime, my friend, Ibrahim, showed me into the dining room, where I met his 4 sons. The boys were talking cheerfully about their day when a man came in the room, silently carrying a beautiful cup with something burning in it. I was curious about it. I was about to ask Ibrahim to tell me more about it when a wonderful smell interrupted my thoughts. Ibrahim explained that it is a custom in Saudi Arabia to burn bakur, a kind of scented wood, to create a pleasant atmosphere. It is also polite to use bakur when you have guests. John, Boston.
I'm from Wisconsin, and when we meet someone for the first time, we usually shake hands. Well, I had a big surprise in Belgium. When I was introduced to my friend's brother, something occurred which made me feel uncomfortable. I said hi to him, extending my hand, and he came up to me and kissed me on the cheek. Not once, but 3 times, going from one cheek to the other. Of course, I went red and they started laughing at me. In Belgium, it's common to greet someone by kissing 3 times. Jack, Madison.
Last year I was invited to Japan by my friend Daiki. On the second day of my visit, Daiki asked me if I wanted to go to his house for dinner, and of course I said yes. It was really enjoyable, but halfway through the night I got something in my eye. So I tried to remove it with my finger. Daiki's brother saw me and he got really upset. I couldn't understand why though. I asked Daiki why his brother was angry with me, and he told me that in Japan when you pull the skin down under your eye, it shows that you find something boring. Later in the evening, I apologized to Daiki's brother and tried to clear up the misunderstanding, but I'm not sure he believed me.
Now, after listening, we will answer the questions. C. Read again and answer the questions. Number 1. Why did they use Bukhur in Ibrahim's house? After reading. Why did they use Bukhur in Ibrahim's house? Yes, because it is a custom in Saudi Arabia to burn it to create a pleasant atmosphere in houses. Okay? Number 2. How did John first react when he saw Bukhur burning? How did John first react when he saw Bukhur burning? Yes, according to the reading, he was curious about it. Number 3. Why did Jack extend his hand? Yes, according to the reading, to say hi. Number 4. How did Jack feel when the man kissed him? How did Jack feel when the man kissed him? Yes, according to the reading, he went red. He felt means he felt uncomfortable. Number 5. Why did Peter pull the skin down under his eye? Why did Peter pull the skin down under his eye? Number 5, according to the reading. Yes, because he got something in his eye. Number 6. What did Peter do after the misunderstanding? What does misunderstanding mean? Yes. The answer, according to the reading passage, he apologized to Daiki's brother and tried to explain. D. Look at the highlighted words, phrases in the text and choose the correct meaning A or B. Number 1. Silently. Silently means without moving or without speaking. Yes, silently. The adverb comes from the word silent. Yay, thank you very much. Without speaking. Silently means without speaking. Number 2. Was about to. Was about to. Thank you very much. Means was ready to or was afraid to. Was ready to is a good answer. Thank you very much. Number 3. Occurred. Occurred means was said or happened. Yeah, occurred means happened. Number 4. Remove. Remove means take out or means cover. Yeah, the correct answer A. Take out means remove. Number 5. Clear up. Clear up means explain or find out. Clear up means yes. Explain. I'd like to thank you very much. Please write down all information, translation, and the answers in your copybook and send me a copy on my WhatsApp. I'd like to thank you very much again. We will meet again. Bye.